Thank you for joining me on my PCOS journey. Today, I'll be talking about PCOS and why it's not just about periods and what no one explains. PCOS is one of the most misunderstood hormonal conditions, and that misunderstanding is why so many people feel stuck, frustrated, and like their bodies are failing them. If you were told that PCOS is just about missed periods or that the solution is just to lose weight, then this video is for you. Today, I want to talk about what PCOS actually is and why it affects your whole body and not just your cycle, and why none of this is your fault. If you have PCOS and you feel exhausted all the time, if weight loss feels impossible all the time, no matter what you try, if you've ever felt dismissed, unheard, or blamed by doctors or the internet, I want you to know you're not imagining this and you're not broken. When I first started noticing symptoms, I didn't even think about PCOS. I didn't even know what PCOS was. It wasn't even, the language was not even introduced into my medical report until about 15 years after I started noticing the symptoms. I know, insane, right? What's your story? When did you first notice your symptoms? What was the result? How many years have it been? I thought irregular periods were normal. I thought being tired all the time was just life. I thought maybe I was just adulting way too hard. I thought struggling with weight meant I just wasn't even disciplined enough. Maybe I need to diet more. Maybe I need to work out more. Maybe this, maybe that. And every time I searched for answers, I was met with the same advice. Eat less, move more, try harder. Try this, try that. None of that stuff worked. No one explained that PCOS is more than just a reproductive issue. It's a full body hormonal condition. And not understanding that can be stuck for a long time, years, decades. But here we are. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome, but it's not just about your ovaries. It's a hormonal and metabolic condition that can affect insulin, cortisol, which is your stress hormone, androgens like testosterone, inflammation, and your nervous system. So if you're having a hard time resting, this is probably why. That's why PCOS is different for everyone. Two people can both have PCOS and have completely different symptoms. That's why the whole one shoe fits all narrative just simply won't work. Explain simply: insulin resistance, hormone imbalance, stress sensitivity. That's why PCOS needs regulation, not punishment. These are the symptoms no one talks about. Most people talk about PCOS like it's just about periods or fertility, but that's only a small piece. PCOS can affect your energy, your mood, your confidence, your relationship with food, how safe your body feels. Fatigue is real. Brain fog is real. Hair loss, hair growth, all real. Acne, cravings, and the hardest part, feeling like you have to keep explaining or justify it. Here's where a lot of harm happens. People with PCOS are often told, just lose weight, just eat less, just work out harder. But when you have insulin resistance or high cortisol, extreme restriction or overexercising can actually raise your stress hormones, and that alone can make symptoms worse. So when those approaches fail, people blame themselves, but the strategy was wrong, not you. And one of the biggest mindset shifts for me was realizing this. My body wasn't fighting me. It was communicating with me. PCOS symptoms are feedback. They're signals that something needs support, not control, not shame, not extreme. Healing starts when you stop trying to dominate your body and start listening to it. What helped me wasn't doing more. It was doing it differently. Eating enough food, balancing blood sugar instead of cutting calories, choosing gentle, consistent movement, managing stress like it actually mattered, and letting go of timelines. Progress may have been slow, but it was definitely sustainable. And for the first time, my body started to feel safe. I want to say this clearly. If PCOS has been hard for you, it's because it is hard. You are not weak, you are not lazy, and you are not failing. You are navigating a complex hormonal condition in a world that does not educate or support it properly. If this video helped you feel seen or understood, I would love for you to comment and share your experiences. You're not alone, and you don't have to figure this out by yourself. I post weekly videos about PCOS, hormones, and healings without extremes. So if you feel like that's something that you would like or you would be interested in, then please subscribe today. And if you feel like someone else could use this, then send it to them. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.